One of the things that we all depend on in our organizations is having our major donors bring some of their friends to learn about the organization as well so they can become donors. And one of the best places to do that, of course, is at our fundraising events. In order to make that work, though, you have to have an effective fundraising event that people are going to enjoy going to, so they'll bring their friends. There's a guy that we've worked with in one of the organizations that's a client. One of their major donors had been giving significant amounts of money to them for years, and he was very well connected and had a lot of friends who had wealth. And the organization kept putting pressure on him to bring his friends to their fundraising events. When we started working with him, he took us aside, he confided in us, he said, hey, you know what? I don't bring my friends because I'm embarrassed to, because their events are so terrible. I can hardly stand to be there myself, and if I brought my friends, they'd be mad at me for coming. You can't have that happening, so we want to tell you some elements of a great fundraising event.
Sure. I'd say number one is think of the donors that you want to attract. You want to make it memorable for them, not something they have to endure. So you just want to think about them, not about you. Donors, people too. They have likes, they have dislikes, they may be the same as yours, they may not be. So think about them, not just what is cheapest and easiest for you. And then finally, remember this, you have competition, right?
Yeah, you do.
You have competition, you're competing with every other organization out there that they
And
may...
I'm only going to so many of them.
Exactly. They may like all these other organizations. You're also competing with the fact that their kids got off of school. You're competing with the fact that maybe they just want to go home and watch Netflix. So what's going to get them out of the house? What's going to make them enjoy it and not be mad at you?
And also remember, when you're doing your presentation, there's more to life than talking. There are all kinds of ways to communicate, and you should mix up your program and use all of them. Use short pieces of video. I'm talking video pieces that are no more than 2, maybe 3 minutes. Use things on the screen that are rolling and giving information. We like to have during dinner pieces on the screen that are facts and statistics about the organization, so you don't have to cover them in other places. Have print pieces on the table that they can look at during a moment during the evening. All kinds of ways that you can communicate. Use all of those things.
I think our point here is, or to add to that, is don't be repetitive. If you have something on the screen, a video talking about something, a testimony or what you have, you don't also then have to have 2 testimonies on stage. Don't be repetitive. If somebody says something and then you get up there, you don't have to say everything they just said as well. Don't be repetitive.
In addition to that, I would add, don't be repetitive. Exactly. You know, don't have to say the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, don't be repetitive.
Yeah. So the final point is don't be, I'm kidding. The final point is this: make your presentation clear so that people can sit there and listen and in just a couple of minutes get a very clear picture of what is the problem you're solving. How are you going about solving it? And how is my giving tonight going to make that happen in a bigger or better way? And then you have to do the right kind of appeal. It's clear, it's direct, it's telling me how I can give tonight and how I can make a pledge to give in the future. If you do those things and do it in a classy way, remembering you're trying to attract the right kind of donors, then you're going to have a great fundraising event that people will want to bring their friends to, so they can be a part of it too. There's a whole lot more to it.
Yeah.
And keep coming back and watching DonorFarm, and we'll keep telling you more and more from our years of experience about how to do this stuff right.
And might I add, the right kind of donors really are, and I'll just say it, people with money, people who have the resources to give.
Don't be repetitive.
Don't be repetitive.